Now every week on Two Wheels Better, somebody has the really bad job of going out, test riding the bikes and finding out just how good they are. And that's me. Well, it's a hell of a job, but somebody's got to do it. This week I'm at Robinson's in Rochdale, and this is a BMW F650. This is the bike that, well, it was introduced in 1993 at the Frankfurt Motor Show. And it's really the bike that BMW see as an entry-level machine into the world of BMW. And something I should point out, just to make you all rush out and buy one, is that this comes as standard with a main stand, and that's something that you don't normally find on this type of machine. Connoisseurs to BMW will notice immediately that this is the only one that doesn't employ a shaft drive. Instead, there's an O-ring chain, which is probably more logical on this type of machine. The F650 engine is a single-cylinder 4-valve water-cooled unit with double overhead cam. There's a 5-speed gearbox, and that's actually housed within the same lump. And interestingly, this engine doesn't really have an oil sump as such. Instead, the 1.5 litres of oil required is actually incorporated into the top part of this tubular frame. Suspension on this is pretty conventional, as you would expect. At the front, you've got 41mm telescopic forks, and to the rear wheel is suspended on a delta box swinging arm, and there's a centrally mounted single shock which is fully adjustable. The braking at the front is a single disc with a twin piston floating caliper, and exactly the same at the rear, but you only get one piston in that caliper. A price of around just over £5,500, and that compares fairly well with other bikes in this class, namely Honda's Transalp and the Dominator and the Aprilias. And with a full tank of fuel, it weighs 189 kilograms. And it's not quite full, but there's plenty there to see if it's any good. Here's an example of off-road riding with the wrong kind of tyres. Mind you, if you're a white knuckle freak, you might enjoy the feeling of the bike sliding all over the place. Any prolonged dirt riding definitely requires intermediate tyres. The engine is torquey and it's smooth, with the power coming in predictably throughout the revs, with no nasty shocks. In fact, it's perfect for the kind of person BMW are aiming at with this model. Where this bike excels is on the twisty country lanes, where with its sharp handling and responsive motor, it'll beat anything else in its class. The riding position is excellent, and you certainly won't get saddle sore, whether you're whizzing round the lanes or trudging through the city. This machine is one of the best all-rounders on the market. Back with another empty petrol tank. Great fun this, Hugh. I like it a lot. Nice bike to ride, but this colour, lime green.
Yeah, it certainly gets you noticed.
It does get you noticed. I mean, it's not exactly my cup of tea, but I think...
No, some people do like it, but there are other colours in the range, obviously black and white, and red, the most popular of the colours.
Right, yeah, racy red. Right, now this, it says BMW, it's got BMW badges all over it, but it's not a pure thoroughbred BMW, this, is it?
Well, it is a pure thoroughbred BMW, but it's not built in the Berlin factory.
Right, that's what I mean.
It's built the machine is assembled in Italy, but the engine is built by an Austrian company called Rotax.
Right.
But everything is to BMW's own design.
Right, sure, yeah. And there's quite a few bits and pieces that you can buy afterwards to stick on this thing. Luggage.
Absolutely, yeah. We've got luggage, full luggage kit, side panniers and top box. Ever popular heated grips, and also you can get handguards as well, which do two things: they keep the wind off, and also if you're on country lanes or off the road, they stop the trees hitting your hands.
Right, yeah.
Slightly larger screen if you're into longer distances. Yeah,
smashing. Well, it's a good looking bike. Now, I mentioned before, Hugh, that I said this is what BMW see as their entry-level machine into their world. So who exactly are they aiming at with a bike like this?
They're aiming at, obviously, people who have recently passed the test, and next year, when the new test laws come in, they are actually introducing a 34 brake horse version of it to comply with the new regulations.
Right, and this one's 48 brake horsepower.
This one is full power, yes.
Right, smashing. Well, we're going to be seeing a few more of these on the road next year, no doubt. Well, join me next week. I'm going to be raiding another showroom and pinching something else for an afternoon. I'll see you then.